Hello. I didn't want to make this video and I don't know if it's good still. I mean, for me, because probably it's gonna help some others to think they don't have it that bad or that stupid as I do or did. Or in any way to feel kind of not alone with craziness about this journey, right? Whatever, because this is true and because um, I don't have any reason to hide it. I've been afraid, I must confess, to even think about this. So, can you imagine to utter it? But I'm sorry, I'm still sick from this. It was something about many chasers a week ago that they had sore throat and flu, or stayers. I'm a stayer for more than a year, from 2 years gonna be, you don't know how, but no connection. There been no connection actually. I gonna come to this. Wait a minute. And I heard some people saying that this is because we have to utter our truth. No, I'm not. Absolutely not sharing this opinion because I said enough, and many twins chasers did, and I never pushed my twin. I always said this so utterly, and I'm too truthful. He had the problem to be more in facade, to not uttering truth, and I am more having the problem to over exaggerating with my truth. And with him, it was so lovingly. I never been so loving, and I love that because I never been so loving even to myself. Yes. So no, I think because we as a chaser, the feminine side, feeling this Zothral because we are one and we feel in their problem. They have to utter it on a much deeper level, on the deepest level, to express it, and of course it comes to feeling it in a physical as well as a problem. And we feel that they have urge to tell their truth, they suffer from. And this about our masculine, the word speeding up and it coming up energetically, that people are pushed without wanting it more than ever. Not only twin flames, many, you know. I'm sorry. And yeah, so we feel in there the deep, urgent need. And it started with the week ago. I felt him to facing his course, I said, and it was really intense. Oh yes, I've been a bit afraid because I felt him really, really facing and hating the situation and his life and what happened to him and God and stars. And in the end, I felt him changed, and this was good. I didn't know yet it was good or not because it was so intense for him that he was not understanding that he changed. It was too painful, and yet not ready, but at the same time changed. In some kind can say resurrected because some deep aspect been resurrected. That's what I felt. I always felt him. I don't know why I'm blessed to feel him that much, because without this, it wouldn't be possible at all. So I think I have this ability because my life been so bad on a physical plane. Like I've been lonely, abused, and I really didn't have a relationship. I'm still almost virgin, so, or family. So on the physical plane or money or happiness, I've been working very hard on job stuff. Really hate your job. So my physical life was so much hard, so not livable. So that I no friends because immigration first time, always don't have nothing. So and I didn't wanted it that way, but it happened. So all that I had, it was spirituality. And I've been left down by monasteries, churches, religion that I've been raised in, Christianity. And I got sick because of the situation of my um, former family. Only family that I got, no family. Feeling like an orphan yet still, whatever. And yeah, that's all I had. You know, spirituality, daydreams, and it's over exaggerating completely at me. So I have to calm myself. I still feel, and a Reiki master said to me too in their vision, she didn't see me touching the ground. And I feel that, like, I don't have feet, I don't have roots. I've been drawn from my land without nobody ever asked me, or after asked me for how I feel about it. Nobody wanted to know. My mother couldn't take it, nobody cared. And 4 times, right? So I didn't have place I belong, home or whatever. And yeah, still very difficult for me. But at least I know what to do. I have to be more physical, I have to be more happy, joyful, those physical chakras which my twin have had better in his life. He has family, he has support from his father, sibling, and yeah, he had more joyful life, more creativity is very much bloomed, but in me I didn't have creativity. I thought I don't have talents because I was so blocked. You know, my family didn't want me to express any talents. I had to work hard for money for us or our family. And my joy chakra, the one of physical chakra, was blocked completely as well, and my power chakra as well, because I was shut off. I wasn't allowed to express myself. And so I had only the spirituality. My heart chakra was of course blocked too. Yeah, and so how I met my twin. So because I didn't have nothing, I was very strong-willed human. I rarely seen someone that strong-willed, and always knowing that has a sense, knowing I do it for purpose. It was always in me, and it's the only thing that actually kept me going. And always believed, of course, there is the source, but didn't feel it. I was really thrown out in this inferno without help. I don't know why, for decades. So, and without addiction, as I said, strong-willed, without addictions, without going to relationships, because I was too aware and knew there, no that way. But one thing I couldn't escape, because without love you cannot survive, was to fall in love. That was my addiction, my problem, was to fall in love, to uh, yeah, all the time, because I needed love. I needed the feeling of it. I couldn't love myself. I didn't know what it is. And those people always didn't want me in some way. As my father. Yeah. I didn't have father, right? And yeah, I always fell in love with someone who had something else better to do, other families, or even sick people, like people that was not available mentally. All was there, but not someone who was available. There have been so many men that were available, I swear. So many best friends all over my whole life. That what I'm very proud of. I had always best friends, most of them men. With women, I was not good. I had good friends, but I cannot say it was so close relationship as with men. And yeah, they was in love with me, and yeah, they want to marry me. But no, I was feeling those feelings only to men that was ignoring me, flirting with me, but someone else was more important. I was not worthy, or I was not good enough. And At the end, I fell in love with my therapist. I've been in a relationship with my best friend. The first time that I started a relationship with a best friend, because I was 27 and still virgin. So. And yeah, I've been 4.5 years with him, and then I fell in love with the therapist. And that helped me actually to this love to therapist. We didn't have nothing, of course. It is not a love, and he ignored me as everyone else. He was married. It's better so, I hope. Yeah, but I had feelings, and it was hard. And he was ignoring, even if I said I was in love with him, kind of ignoring this, not taking it serious, because I think he had feelings too. Otherwise, he would had treated me as a patient and not ignoring that and not trying to change something. I was suffering from. I said that, of course, to my best friend, because I always honest, as I said, too honest. And I hurt him with that, but I wanted always to be honest. And that helped me actually the first time to open to the therapy. Ironic thing. But without love, I wouldn't be open to therapy. I couldn't trust people. This very deep problem, trusting people. It's been alone for so many years, I cannot trust. So this law helped me to open up to therapy the first time, and then I could from this go without falling in love to therapies. But I suffered from very much because I had feelings and he ignored me. I had to stop the therapy myself because he didn't want it, the therapist, to stop it, and normally they had to provide to another therapist. Whatever. And I promised myself with this therapist, never again I invest my feeling in someone who is checking or otherwise not there, just not there. It's no matter if they're checking, but they have to commit to me then and speak to me and whatever, want me enough to go through it together, and to be honest to everyone, because everyone deserves something truth and something that is there, and honesty, and friendship, loyalty. That's what I offer too much. I have to take myself back before I know that is worth it. Because I did too much for people there, actually. As I said, they're not there, except of my best friends, but in terms of relationship, not going well. And so I promised it. I really felt that I'm serious about this time. And then it happened. It happened online, and you know what? I never had a account of flirting sites. I swear to God, I don't. I had bad experience when I was in my 20s with online flirtings. And of course, it was somehow, only chatting. You cannot flirt right with only chatting, but even then, you don't know if the photograph is right. So I experienced bad experience. I broke someone's heart, and I had the same experience with myself. My heart was broke from someone who actually had fun only to chat, and I called him or whatever. And so I said, no, that's not working. Yeah, he didn't even see me, but I guess he had someone else. Whatever. So I was not interested to have a relationship online. I swear I wasn't. And it was funny because before I met him, I had those messages from Facebook page I had then, like the one who is gonna be the one you will not see and you will not talk to, like here. And I thought, whoa, what? Those messages came more than 3 times, I guess, or 3 times. And it was, what? Like, how's that possible? And what is that message? Anyway, I never heard like message like this. And yeah, it happened like that. first I actually didn't recognize him. I just felt this feeling of basic trust. Like sometimes I've been feeling on his chest and he cuddling me. I don't know why, but I guess I was so damaged and I was so broken that I couldn't fall in love. First the time in my life I couldn't fall in love because it was too serious. I guess my soul knew. The first time I didn't fall in love. It was fun. Okay, I didn't see him, but and he saw my photograph at least. That was some page, and we couldn't chat. And but we didn't speak much. He actually didn't speak to me, and I always felt like when I came in, he went very silent. I felt him already then, but I didn't open my heart. I don't know. I was not very aware of what happened, and I just had my life, and I didn't suffer. It was a good time before it all happened. And after 1 year, he kind of wrote to me, or he kind of um, yeah, poke me or something with, some gift or some, and I maybe to start chatting like about distance after a year, and still was happening nothing. But in some way, I just said, I like everything you write, and he didn't answer immediately. Normally he did, and I felt already that he cannot answer immediately. Like this question was something that got him. And then he wrote, "Yeah, I feel the same mostly," and most of the time. And then it came so hard, like Levin. I don't know. Okay, I don't have to explain to you what those feelings are, but woo! And you know what? I didn't know nothing about twin flames. I didn't know, and it was better that way. But I felt, because I was so spiritual, always very deeply, I knew that is something. And that's how it all started. But you're gonna laugh now, but that is how it all ended as well. Because as courageous as I am, I knew it has, somehow I knew that will not work. But I wrote to him, and it has his status in relationship, that open relationship. So I knew he kind of in a relationship. So I said to him, anyways, can we just get to know each other on Skype? And he said, no, I have a girlfriend. And it took a time now, again, a couple of days. And I felt he didn't want to answer that. And then I felt so distracted, but I felt that it's not true. And I didn't want to believe it. This feeling in twin flames, like you feel like you betrayed on yourself because you want to believe that because you can move on, but you're not allowed. Hard. And I was so stupid to ask his brother as well. Like, I feel like your brother is shy, and what is that? And he kind of didn't answer again. His brother, been kind of acquaintances, friends, didn't answer as he always did immediately. It took time again, and I felt something is not right. And he wrote to me kind of too, like, yeah, he got a girlfriend. That was devastating. Oh, that was devastating. This one, it was so much worse than when my twin on this book, because I felt my twin, but I didn't feel his brother as much. So it was for me like devastating. And like this is your twin, this is his brother. You like them because they are, one as well somehow. So you have those feels mostly if you are so telepathic and so in tuned. And then it's like all the world broke up. Like you lost all of those feelings that you felt to them because it was broken all from them. Yeah. Oh my god, that was devastating. And I felt my twin, I felt him devastated, and I didn't want to believe I felt him devastated more than myself. And there've been some videos on this site, then he could put some videos, some music and other videos, and always was led to those videos, kind of. Not at the beginning, after this year, but he was sending already in the beginning, so I didn't recognize him as he did. I read that the one who recognized first was the one who had more love in his life, but the same time I become a chaser. The broken one is a chaser, maybe, I don't know. The spiritual one, okay. And those videos, he immediately after this answer sent in some videos like he destroyed everything, he killed his wife and me, and always these videos like, I'm dead. I'm not fucking dead. Do something. And that's how we communicated actually with these videos. I wrote to him all the time. He didn't answer. I wrote him for 2 years and he didn't answer. And then I found a way to speak to him on Skype, even on video, 1 hour or something, 2 or 3 times, and he didn't answer. He just looked at me, I guess. 1 hour, someone was watching, and I felt so deeply in peace. I never felt in peace. I have this panic attacks with people, and with panic attacks, Skype or telephone back then more than ever, and I was crucially panic, but after the call answered the first time, I felt in deep peace. It was so incredible. Yeah. But he stopped that, I guess, because he knew that is kind of a proof. If I only writing is not a proof, I guess. That's what I felt. And when I was writing, he was sending me those videos on the side, and we both were. And always when I was writing, I was feeling his feedback so much, his love so much. It was not from this earth, and whatever, I still didn't know nothing about twin flames, but it was so beautiful. It was the best therapy, the best experience ever, and you know what, that was not right. From the from the independency or integrity, but it was the best thing ever. As many chasers know that they were so devastated that they can't forgive everything. This is so beautiful. Oh my god. And and yeah, that's how it gone. It went for 2 years with those videos, always so much in synchronicity with what I just said. I always could go the same minute, or after I said something, he was giving me this feedback in videos, and I felt him already feedback, and of course on this physical appearance of videos. Not here, he was not in videos. This is too crazy, nobody would believe it, and you know what? I didn't care. It was so beautiful. I didn't care. And yeah, he still had been in a relationship, I guess, with his best friend, as I was his best friend, female, from his early childhood. I don't know if he is with her yet still. I don't know nothing about him, as to say I didn't hear his voice even, so those few chats in the beginning, that all. So don't laugh at me. It is very crazy, I know. And after 2 years, I just wrote to him now. I wrote a few times, I'm gonna stop that. It has to stop. I felt him so devastated as well. He didn't want it to stop. He was so close to give up, and kind of I felt him to be very sick, maybe autistic, I don't know. As I had this panic attack from social ability, so something in that way. I didn't know nothing about him. But he is the best thing ever happened to you, can you imagine? So yeah, and I stopped to write. I was writing to him many ways, but that was beautiful to stop it. Finally we come to be able to stop it, because we both didn't want, of course, to hurt each other. I myself and he me, but it was needing. I don't regret nothing. He still too don't regret, but he had more guilt. I felt this most of all for what he responded to me in the beginning. I felt his guilt was what was excruciating. So tried to always soothe him, and that I chose it. I wanted it. I was needy. I needed you. I needed it, and no matter how. And he was never abusive. I mean, he had no chance. He didn't want me, and I had to accept that, but I couldn't. And he too. So whatever. That was how it was. And I forgive him. Of course I do. Oh my God. He's me. I have to forgive him. But he didn't want me, so I have to accept it, and I have to embrace what it is, and have to believe in the story. The love I feel for him, my heart is telepathic connection, and never run out dry. Is alive as ever. I think more people can relate to that, but I didn't speak to many about this. I stopped to speak about this with my mother as well, very, very, very soon, because she was so sweet. My brother too. They said this is a virus, or this is some program for antidepressive, like to help you. What? Actually, never spoke to me in a uplifting way, but couldn't. They are just like other levels. Yes. So I hope you liked it. You can say whatever. I know it's crazy. Tell me, what girl? Go and look for marriage. That comes to this. I don't have children yet. And no family ever. But I don't want. No fake families. No, thank you. No fake children. I mean, children are not fake ever, but that would be not honest place to give birth to someone. But I'm not blogging nothing. It's God wants me to fall in love or have family. I will be very cautious, but first start the relationship, right? And then we see. And yes, I gave him all my information and data, and I'm sometimes very angry about this because he never replied and never wrote me a letter. And he stopped those videos because this site can't bankrupt. It was his site actually. Yeah. And he has a new one, but he blocked me there out. I didn't write to him actually. I was just posting something, but he blocked me. And it's better that way. He didn't want anymore to hurt me and to be pushed from me, and he was afraid. I knew him. I know you, but telepathically, that's alright. For me, it's better. For me, it's better in distance. Because if he's not ready, for a better reason, I don't want to be hurt anymore. I don't want to make him hurt me. Not anymore. Because if you see, obviously, it's not always no control. It's not that we don't want to commit or we don't want to break old pattern or marriage or whatever. And it is difficult, I know, because the children are involved, and I know how it is to be devastated and just distorted from divorce and problems with parents, never see the father because my mom forbid him to see us and whatever. I know that. But you see, this is not as easy as we knew. My case is obvious, but it's more difficult. You don't have any friendship, any connection in physical plane, so it's not always seen. And twin flames are just different. They are for love with no borders, no physical need. If you really surrender, as I did, and him too, because he was suffering so much. When I stopped talking to him, I felt him dying. It was like, if you read that, you really lose someone you love. I felt him dying. Oh my God, I was so afraid that I was like slapping him, and he was almost like passing away. And then but but we are in surrender now, and it feels super good because it feels like we're one. I feel in my heart him, like he's living there, it's his living room, it's his bedroom, it's his home, and he's happy there. His place is there, and I am in his heart, and I know that. And I know this is not an easy way to influence, but this is to bring us actually to freedom, because we've been so caught up, many of us, and no love or neediness, and I always want to be free. I'm very strong will, but my heart was hollowed. There was no love and no trust, and he brought me all that back. So that's why I try to make him know that I'm not angry. I love you, and you are me. So we've been always one from the beginning to the end, meeting in now and surrender.